As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange and purple, Evan found himself standing at the edge of the park. The air was thick with tension, and the cool breeze seemed to carry whispers of secrets yet to be revealed. He had just unearthed the shattering truth about Helen's child with Noel, a revelation that had turned his world upside down. Evan's mind raced as he replayed the conversation with his friend, the one who had inadvertently let slip the truth about Lily. How could Helen have kept such an important part of her life hidden? The child was not just a casual secret, she was a living, breathing reminder of a connection that had existed between Helen and Noel, one that Evan had never known about until now. His thoughts were interrupted by the sight of Helen walking toward him, her silhouette framed by the fading light. There was a palpable mix of fear and hope in her stride, and Evan's heart ached at the sight of her. He knew that she had been struggling with this secret for far too long, but the burden of it had now been passed to him. "Evan," she began, her voice barely above a whisper, "I need to tell you everything." As they settled onto a bench beneath the sprawling branches of an oak tree, Helen's eyes shone with unshed tears. She took a deep breath, as if preparing to dive into an icy pool. "Lily is my daughter. She is also Noel's." Evan felt his heart drop. The words hung in the air like a heavy fog, and he could hardly process what she was saying. "I don't understand," he replied, his voice laced with disbelief. "You and Noel?" Helen nodded, her expression a mixture of sorrow and longing. "Noel is Evan's nephew, just 24 years old. I convinced him to help me conceive a child naturally. It was a decision made out of desperation. When I found out I was pregnant, I didn't know how to tell anyone, especially him. I thought I could handle this alone, that I could raise Lily without involving Noel." The implications of her confession washed over Evan like a cold wave. He felt a rush of conflicting emotions, betrayal, anger, and an unexpected flicker of compassion. "So, all this time, you've been carrying a child that is connected to him?" The question hung heavily between them. Helen's silence spoke volumes. "I thought I could protect her from the past," she said softly, her voice trembling. "But I realize now that I can't keep running from it. I love Lily, and I love you, Evan. But I need you to understand that this is complicated." Evan's mind raced. He had always envisioned a future with Helen, one filled with love and family, but this revelation turned everything upside down. Could he really accept a child who carried the blood of the man who was also his nephew? His heart was torn. After a long silence, he finally spoke. "I can accept Lily as my own," he said, his voice steady but filled with uncertainty. "But there's a condition." Helen's eyes widened, a mix of relief and apprehension flooding her features. "What is it?" she asked, her heart pounding in her chest. Evan took a deep breath, summoning the courage to voice his thoughts. "I need to know that you and Noel are truly done. I won't raise a child in a home filled with uncertainty. If we're going to do this, it has to be for the right reasons." Helen nodded, tears brimming in her eyes. "I promise, Evan. Noel is part of my past. I want a future with you and Lily." Evan studied her face, searching for any signs of doubt. He needed to believe her. "You understand that this will change everything for us, right? I'm willing to take this step, but I need your commitment." "I understand," she replied, her voice steady now. "Noel and I have no future together. This is my chance to build a life with you and create a family for Lily." With that declaration, a sense of calm washed over them. They spent the evening discussing their hopes and dreams for the future, laughter mingling with the remnants of their earlier tension. As night fell, the park was illuminated by the soft glow of streetlights, casting a warm ambience around them. Just then, they spotted Lily playing on the swings, her laughter echoing like music in the night. Evan felt a surge of affection for the little girl who had unknowingly captured his heart. He could see the innocence radiating from her, a stark contrast to the complicated web of relationships surrounding her. Evan knelt down to Lily's level, his heart swelling with love. "Hey there, little one. How would you like to have a new family?" he asked, his voice soft and inviting. Lily looked at him with wide eyes, her face lighting up with a smile. "A new family? Like a superhero team?" she exclaimed, her imagination running wild. Evan chuckled, feeling a warmth spread through him. "Exactly. We'll be a superhero team, and you'll be the leader." As the seasons changed, so did their lives. One sunny afternoon, while they were enjoying a picnic in the park, Evan looked at Helen, his heart full. "You know, I never thought I could love someone else's child as my own," he confessed. "But Lily, she's truly special." Helen smiled, her eyes glistening with tears of joy. "Thank you for accepting us, Evan. You've given us both a chance at a new beginning." Evan reached for Lily, pulling her into a warm embrace. "And I wouldn't have it any other way. We're a family now, and I'll always be here for you both." As they laughed and played under the sun, Evan realized that he had indeed found his place in the world. The past, with all its twists and turns, had led him to this moment, a moment filled with love, acceptance, and the promise of a future that was brighter than he had ever imagined. In the heart of that park, surrounded by the laughter of his new family, Evan knew that they would face whatever came next together, united by love and the strength of their bond.